Good morning, day 2, Drag Week 2019. Someone's got a hangover. Burnouts, beer, they don't mix. We'll relax, shall we? As we drive all the way to IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, where we'll introduce the guys to some beautiful pancakes. And Vos, yes, of course, he's going to have the steak. Again. So we arrived late in the morning, obviously. We were still up at around about 5 o'clock in the morning. The Swedish Ascona has just rolled itself down the track. So unfortunately that's their drag week over. Gives us a chance to walk around the pits and check out some of the cars that are on site. So we mentioned yesterday you have to drive your race car from track to track. Unfortunately, if your car does not make it from track to track, that is you disqualified. Out of the race, packed up and gone home.
So we mentioned earlier that we had a visitor. Now we have racers from all over the world here at Drag Week, but it turns out we have drag race announcers from all over the world. As I am joined by Luke Stevenson from Santa Pod Raceway in England.
That's it. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
So who are you here with?
I am here with a group. Paul Jackson, basically. It's his Stag Week this week.
Okay.
We've always watched.
Really?
Yeah. We've watched Drag Week for years and years, and we've always wanted to go. And obviously, our wives are like, not a chance. All of us are married, except for Paul. He took one for the team. So this is the most expensive drag week he's ever going to have. So he's basically proposed, and yeah, we got the week out for this. So we're doing this, and then we're going to come and join you at Maple Grove as well.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. Well, I will invite you to that booth ahead of time as well. You'll come hang out with us there as well. But so Colin Theobald, who you work with at Santa Pod, was with us at the U.S. Nationals, and to be hanging out with you here. Now, you guys just had the FIA Championships at your track last week. Were you there for that race?
Yes. I was doing the TV coverage for Santa Pod until about 9 o'clock on Saturday night.
Nice. And then you got out of town on Sunday, or when'd you leave?
We flew out on Sunday morning. Unfortunately, BA cancelled our flights and sent us to Boston first.
What's wrong with Boston?
Well, it was lovely, but it was the wrong way. So we've taken the long trip down, but yeah, it's been absolutely amazing.
Very, very cool. So for those folks here at Cecil County or watching on the live stream that don't know what Santa Pod Dragway is, could you explain kind of a little bit of the history of the track?
The track's been open since 1966. It is the first and foremost drag strip in England and one of the best facilities in the whole of Europe.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. You guys just got an all-new concrete racing surface a couple of winters ago, and it's paid dividends. I mean, looking at the performances, especially out of the Pro Mod category last week, and you guys basically leveled the record book in Pro Mod last week.
Last week was absolutely amazing. We've had the turbo cars go down into the 5.7s before. This weekend was the first weekend. Jimmy Lund went 5.780. 2 minutes later, Jan Eriksson went 5.789. And it was a good battle between those two for the whole championship. So, yeah.
So there are also fast street cars in England, obviously. Andy Frost, the guy, has the Victor. Who's the dude with the Bentley? Isn't the guy that built the crazy Bentley?
The Bentley has changed hands. Okay. I don't know if it's quite well known who actually owns the Bentley now, so I best not say that.
That's fine.
Just in case. But we do have Graham Smith, who is one of our Street and Eliminator guys. He's out there. Oh, there he is down there. They've got the UK flags. They're absolutely loving it. They've been following the tour. They've even helping out the racers last night when one of the guys, his brake lights failed. So they basically tailed him and helped him do the drive. But they're planning on bringing their car over next year and joining in Drag Week.
So for those of you that enjoy drag racing history, the reason that Santa Pod is named as it is because it was the Poddington Air Force Base during World War II, and the Santa part is the first half of Santa Ana, which was the first commercial drag strip in the United States. So as an homage to Santa Ana, they used the Santa, and then for Poddington, they shortened it up there. So it's a place I've always wanted to visit. I think hopefully next year I'll get a chance to hang out there. It's the one, I've been to a lot of drag strips in this country. The only place I want to go outside the USA as far as drag racing is Santa Pod. I feel like it's a fascinating place, and it's Sidney Allard is a guy that we know a little bit over here, really brought drag racing to England in many ways, and I would love to be able to go hang out with you guys over there.
No, you'd be more than welcome. And let's be honest, the size of England, you could go visit the tracks that have managed to close and still do it in a day.
So we go down the racetrack now with Glenn Brown and Taylor going down the racetrack. Brown is in the Trackhawk Jeep and will power his way down 10:08 at 134 miles an hour. That is the best run they have made in that Jeep probably ever. 12:01 at 116 miles an hour. And man, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for coming over here and hanging out. Pleasure to have you here, and feel free to come see us upstairs in Atco tomorrow.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
And with that, it was time to leave Cecil County Dragway. We wanted to visit one of the checkpoints on the Drag Week tour and see some of the cars arriving as they do a short trip. I say short, it takes them a good couple of hours to get there. And don't forget, they're driving race cars in proper heat. They arrive sweating while we sit there and chill and have a drink and pizza as they all arrive. So we checked into our third hotel of the holiday. It's pretty nice, let's be honest. It's not too bad. But we're about 10 minutes away from Philly. It's time to head in and go to the Rocky Steps, of course. Exercise done for the day, we headed to Walmart. A little bit of food, a little bit of booze. No, wait, Walmart don't sell booze. But we did find some pens and some paper. What trouble could we get into?
You know what, it's really sad seeing all these beggars. You don't know whether to feel sorry for them or what.
Well, our trip wouldn't be complete without a trip to an international McDonald's and of course an off licence. Make sure you join us at part 4 for one of the best days racing at Atco Raceway and also the craziest night. Remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and also give us a like. See you next time.